brothers and sisters, get ready to be the millionaire next door as we call on our speaker for this class, Miss Myrna.
It means that you are willing to make necessary changes in your life. Yes, right? Things that will help you and your family achieve a better life than what you have right now. First, allow me to introduce myself. I'm known as Myrna, and I'm the founder and CEO of Rich Prime Global Incorporated and other companies. I would like to show you a video of our company. Thank you.
Over the years, one company has stood the test of time, and its secret being the reason behind every child's smile. This is its story. Richwell Trading was born in 1979 as an official distributor of Goodyear tires in the country. It was a great start, but things truly took an interesting turn in 1982 when its visionary leader, Mrs. Myrna Yao, saw and grabbed the opportunity to exclusively distribute Barbie dolls in the Philippines. This is how everything really began, how the company found its true purpose. Eventually, the list of products they distributed grew, accepting into the fold more toys, children's shoes, baby products, and licensing. Brands that enhance the joy of childhood and the fulfilling experience of parenting. By this time, the company has undeniably become part of every happy home. And now, the company marks yet another milestone in its ever-charmed story. Richwell Trading Corporation has grown into Rich Prime Global Incorporated. Its vision stays true and the same, that its real wealth and success are defined by how much it wants to spread joy and happiness to families all over the world. With faith in God as its cornerstone and core values that give importance to the welfare and growth of its employees, business partners, and customers, the corporation remains to be the leading company engaged in children's business in the country. Rich Prime Global Incorporated remains to be the country's gateway to renowned brands under a carefully crafted corporate structure. With Rich Prime Global Incorporated, children and parents of all ages may expect even more fantastic and joy-filled years to come as it renews its commitment to serve them and to get even bigger and stronger. Under the guidance of its matriarch and its next generation of leaders, Rich Prime continues to thrive while giving back to society and sharing with the less fortunate the blessings it enjoys.
The road from Ritual Trading Corporation all the way to Rich Prime Global Incorporated is paved with many challenges and opportunities, and it has been a good journey. Now, with my two daughters, Rich Prime Global promises to take its legacy even further.
Our company's mission and belief stays true through all these years. We believe that every child deserves a happy childhood.
Along with my mom, my sister, and the entire Rich Prime Global Inc. family, we are committed to turn this belief into reality.
This is Rich Prime Global Incorporated. Better, stronger. A company that values its heritage and is eager to face the future. Because every child deserves a happy childhood.
Thank you. You know, I had to show this because I really want to be an inspiration to all of you because I want you to be successful and become a millionaire. Now let's talk about the millionaire next door. The dictionary describes a millionaire as someone who is worth at least $1 million pesos, dollars or more. This worth in business terms can also be called assets. But within the context of the abundance mindset, this worth takes a deeper meaning. Is your worth measured only in monetary terms? How much do you think are you worth? Write this question down in your notes so you can ponder on it. Stephen Covey defines the abundance mentality in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I highly recommend you to read this book too. He says, the abundance mentality flow out of a deep inner sense of personal worth and security. It is the paradigm that there is plenty out there and enough to spare for everybody. It results in sharing of prestige, of recognition, of profits, of decision-making. It opens possibilities, options, alternatives, and creativity. People who believe in this mindset are normally successful because they don't have insecurities in sharing their worth and ideas. Therefore, they grow while the people around them grow with them. Here's a quick look at the comparison between the scarcity mentality and the abundance mentality as described by Stephen Covey and talked about many of other authors. I connect scarcity mentality to insecurities and abundance to confidence in yourself. It was 1971 when I joined my family's commodity trading business selling copra from Bicol. The trade was run almost entirely by men. Imagine, I was the only young woman in that circle, which was an advantage because they did not see me as a threat to their businesses. I was considered an innocent, harmless protege of these successful traders, and they taught me the ABCs of commodity trading. So at the age of 20, I was privileged to learn as much as I can from these successful businessmen, including their trade secrets. I worked hard to apply what I learned in order to have a high batting average in commodity trading. As a result, our company rose to the top 300 corporations in the country at that time. So, learning by observation and using it was key to my early success. Which brings me to what I call the ABCs of abundance. A is for adapt. To have an abundance mindset, you must be willing to adapt to the changing times. You must be willing to learn new things. I am now, do you want to know my age? I am now 64 years old. And I am proud of my age, except that my grandchildren reverse it and tell people I'm just 46. I have 9 grandchildren, by the way. They always say I look young. And in that case, I never stop learning. I update myself, not only in fashion, but also music. Also, of course, technology, business ideas, designs, and even diversifying to the need of the times, like online selling, health products, and so on. And if you are an entrepreneur, keep learning more about the business around you, your competitors, and importantly, the trends of the future. You should have a vision and plan for at least 3 to 5 years. Learn about computers and online trading and see if you can expand on it, especially because of the traffic. Now more people are buying online, so take advantage of it. Or learn about the latest, which is mobile technology on the go. Just think of all these new technologies only actually present inside your home. As long as you have a laptop, then you have the internet connection, then you can look at the world. With the wealth of knowledge and information around us, especially on the internet, this should be easy to do, but as saying goes, easier said than done. So how can one do this? Number 1, don't be afraid to learn and relearn. If you encounter a new problem, learn all you can on how to solve it. If something isn't working out for you, try something else new. If you need to go back to school, now is the best time to do it. I got married at the age of 19 while in 3rd year college. After my college graduation, college education, I studied Masters in Business Administration despite being pregnant, running a business for my father, doing buy and sell of blouses, melamine wear, and others, and of course, trying to be a good wife. The key is do not be afraid to try, because that is when you learn and adapt. Learn something new on purpose. Keep your mind open and active by learning a new language or new skill. Or learn a new hobby that will help you in your personal and or business growth as well. The abundance mindset keeps on learning because you never know when these things will come in handy someday. I try to sell anything that I can sell. From selling blouses, I was directed to selling the raw materials, which allowed me to have a bigger income than my husband. I did not need any capital because I sold it in cash and I got it for 60 days. This is because the manufacturer couldn't supply my order of blouses because of the scarcity of raw materials at the time, which is the Vonel yarns. So I looked for it, and it gave me a better income. So just remember, when a door closes, another open. I always believe that problems generate learnings toward growth. So I never run away from it. Even during the 1983, when Ninoy Aquino was shot, everybody was leaving the country. And so I took the opportunity to stay put. And I started buying properties while everybody are selling. And I started going into the department store and take all the good spaces while everybody are leaving. So you have to take problems as an opportunity. Even the traffic, just look for a way wherein you can take an opportunity because of the traffic. And of course, as Albert Einstein said, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. But I just want to change the word hope. Sorry, Mr. Einstein. I don't believe in hope. I would rather say work for tomorrow. Because if you don't act and work, you will be taken over by others. Everything moves like lightning. So we can only work towards it and not just hope. Do you agree? Number 3, we have to create learning time capsules. Keep track of the things you learned about. At night, write down important things you encountered during the day. In my book, The Gift of a Dream, The Great Women Project, which is available now in bit.ly/giftofadream, I wrote, we have to create time capsules of lessons learned, not only in business, but also in life. Memories fade, but if we document what happens to us as a result of our actions and our environment, we can remember more effectively what is essential to us for progress. But don't forget to put the solutions you made in all the problems encountered. Then you can analyze whether you made the right decision or not after a certain period. These 3 points will help you adopt the abundance mindset. Let's now go on to the next letter. B is for build. The abundance mindset seeks to build and not tear down. Unfortunately, there are some people who become rich and famous only because they tore down others. That kind of thinking is from a scarcity mind and will only cause heartache in the end. But wherever you are in your life, whether you are starting your midlife or even your senior years, remember this: the best time to build on the right foundation is now. What can you build with an abundance mindset? Again, let's narrow it down to 3 key ideas. Number 1, build a good name. In the business world, this is called branding. And this is important. A good name and brand means quality products that consumers will buy because they know it and they will be willing to pay more if you have a good brand. Some brand names are so good, their owners will never sell them unless it is for the right price, which we call goodwill. Where do you think this idea came from? Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Indeed, this idea has been around since biblical times, and it is still relevant today, especially in achieving an abundance mindset. You may not believe this, but I grow our business not with any capital, but with the good name of my father. But by the way, I had $100 or equivalent to about 5,000 pesos. That's my only capital. I can get credit anywhere from the banks, suppliers, by just saying I am the daughter of my father, Leoncio Tang from Bicol. And I was able to turn around the money over and over again without capital. By the way, do you know the meaning of your own name? It will help if you look it up in the dictionary or the definitions of your name. For example, when I learned that my name Myrna means beloved, I believe that God gave me the capacity to accept His love and share it with others, to let them know that they are also beloved by God. I resolve to become blessed to be a blessing. How about you? What is your personal name worth? Start building a good name, not just for yourself, but also for your children and grandchildren. The legacy of a good name will be something that will truly cherish, especially your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. And hopefully, they will do their best not to ruin it. What can you do every day to build a good name? Establish trust. In addition to building a good name, the abundance mindset seeks to establish trust. There are many ways to achieve this, but here are 4 ways to help you get started. Number 1, honor your promises. Be honest and tell the truth at all times. Do your best to be consistent. Have faith in others too. Ask for help when you need it, and trust that they will also help. After all, you are asking for trust, you must also learn to give trust. Then, of course, we have to strengthen relationships. The abundance mindset puts more importance in relationships over material things, especially these 3 relationships. Number 1 is your relationship with your Creator. To achieve the abundance mindset, start your day by giving thanks to God. Will Stein, the CEO of Philips Stein, which makes luxury watches and accessories, said, "A grateful attitude leads to a great day, which leads to a great year, which leads to a great life." Strengthen yourself with your relationship with your family. Many people complain that they have no choice because their work often eats up their time for their family. This isn't the case for those with the abundance mindset, because work and family are supposed to be not competing with each other. They're not even on the same level to begin with. Family is what inspires us to work, and both are part of what makes us who we are. You agree? Try to involve your children by teaching them about your business or work, and explain that's what you do in order for them to have a good life. You'd be surprised how much your family will appreciate you more When you open up that aspect of your life to them, I know this because I'm blessed with my children working with me. I always involve them every time they have no school. They help in the office, they go in the meetings with me, and they learn to love what I'm doing, and they learn to do better things than me. Actually, they're better than me. My daughter graduated summa cum laude from Wharton in Pennsylvania. My second daughter graduated the top MBA of UP. And all of them just work as hard as me. Then strengthen your relationship with your team and co-workers. And of course, the people you work with. This is what Stephen Covey said about the abundance mindset. It results in sharing of prestige, of recognition, of profits, and of decision making. If you are the owner or boss of your business, finding competent and talented people can sometimes be easy, but keeping them is hard to do. This is why it pays to treat your employees or co-workers with respect and kindness. When employees are treated well, they feel a sense of ownership for your brand or company. They will treat your customers better, and this will create a ripple effort of goodwill and good business. Be willing to listen to their input and try to create a work environment that builds team spirit, and encourage your employees to grow their skills and abilities as well as overcome their issues. In my company, I have some promo girls, sales girls who become managers. And I have secretary who is now an AVP. But I try to inspire all the people working below that they have all these chances. But of course, when their education or their background is not as good, you have to equip them. So I enrolled them for leadership training. I grew them with the company and let them learn more. And I even brought in the John Maxwell leadership training for my employees, because many of my employees grew up with the company and grew with us. So employees are one of the company's most important, valuable assets. At Ritual Trading, I have been blessed to have dedicated employees, some who have been with me for the past 34 years. They are one of the keys to our company's success. I always advise them not to stay in our company if they are not happy. I want them to enjoy working so that they will have passion to grow with us, because I want them to grow with me. We now come to the last letter. C is for calculate. The abundance mindset loves to calculate and anticipate good things. This is very different from the scarcity mindset that operates on being anxious and afraid to lack something. But that's a different story to tell. Calculating and anticipating has a positive viewpoint, whereas being anxious is negative and worrisome. So, what does the abundance mindset calculate? Number one is count your blessings, for they are many. Really, focus on what you have on hand, not on what you don't have. Be grateful for each and every little blessing that comes your way. Appreciate the people who are also a blessing to you. Also, as you count your blessings, you minimize your complaints. Chronic complainers operate with a scarcity mindset and rarely ever experience abundance in their lives. When you count your blessing, instead of complaints, you train your mind to notice the abundance of possibilities and opportunities out there. It will also give you a better perspective on any challenges you may face, like a loss or a failure. When you face problems with an abundance mindset, you will see that you never run out of blessings to count. Then, anticipate more blessings as you share. Leonard Nimoy, who played the role of Spock in the original Star Trek series, said, "The miracle is this: the more we share, the more we have." This is very true for those living in the abundance mindset. Those with scarcity mentality miss out on the good stuff because they are caught up in the idea that there's not enough for me. But the abundance mindset is quite the opposite. If you feel you might lack something, sharing it will help you see that there is actually a supply large enough for everybody. For example, do you feel you do not get enough respect? Then show others respect and see how fast that comes back to you. Are you stuck on a problem? Help someone else, and you'll find solutions to your problems too. And that list goes on and on. And calculate your means and live within them. Finally, there is a powerful freedom in simplicity. The abundance mindset enables you to live a simple life because you learn how to be happy where you are with everything you have. To simplify also means to organize your life, your closet, your home, your finances, in a way that allows for growth and creativity. This could mean decluttering your home or workspace, or getting only what is essential for you to live better. Would you believe that in my house, my shoes, my bags are all in catalog? Because when I change, I will just look at my catalog and see what shoes and what bag will match my clothes. And so in a 30 minutes time, I get out of the house and move. Since my schedule is very busy, I have to be very organized, or else I will be late. But I'm never late. I'm always earlier even than my employees. That way you don't worry about unnecessary things that might clutter. You don't incur huge debts, and you are stress-free. You become free to live abundantly and happier and have more time even for your friends, your children, and even especially with your workers. We have seen how Kerygma grew through the years with Brother Bo Sanchez and his team. If you connect everything I just said about the abundance mindset, you will realize that Kerygma is the true example of this mindset. I'd like to remind you that abundance mindset is not some hocus pocus or magic solution to your problems, but the opposite, the scarcity mentality or focusing on the lack of things, is a painful and sad way to live. To have an abundance mindset enables you to rethink your life and actually helps you find the abundance you are searching for. I'd like to share with you a short video that shows how the abundance mindset thinks of possibility.
Hello, my name is Gwyneth, and I'll be your professor today. And I will be talking about the brain.
Hi.
Hello, I'm your veterinarian today.
You're Kitty.
Nope, I'm Dr. Brooklyn. See?
Okay, doctor.
Oh, here, let me see. Good morning, everyone. I'm your new coach. My name is Maddie. Nice to meet you. I had the most fantastic day in the office. You'll never believe what happened. We got that new business I wanted. You ever seen him fly?
Have you seen him what?
Fly?
No.
My cat can fly.
Okay.
The dog's brain can't think as much as the human's brain because there's no high school for the dog. This is Peter, the Triceratops. Peter is 1 year old. The T-Rex, Sally, is 1,002,252 years old. Knees up like a unicorn. Higher, higher. I've been to New York, Transylvania, Pennsylvania. We can think and do lots of stuff with our brain. Now, does anybody know how big the brain is? Anybody? Sophia. It is medium. Medium? Very good.
We already got 16 million hits for this, so I want to share it with you. So, to recap, A is for adapt, keep learning, and adapting to new technologies. Document the lessons you've learned. B is for build. Build a good name, establish trust and strengthen your relationship. And C is for calculate. Count your blessings and share them. Live simply and be free to live abundantly. These simple steps can help you begin living with an abundance mindset. Slowly and surely, you will start to see that you are all worth $1 million and even more. Yes, you are the millionaire next door. Thank you and mabuhay po kayong lahat.